Chapter 6 Building the Site. No one can know a superhero's identity, not even his mother. So I wound up promising her I wasn't doing anything bad, wound up begging her to trust me, wound up on my knees, waving cash in the air, praying for her to give me her credit card number. It costs money to put up a website, you know. I also wound up cleaning my room. How can I trust a boy with a messy room? She asked me. I didn't see the connection, but I made it shipshape anyway. Then came the refrigerator. Maybe she can't trust a boy with a messy refrigerator. Don't ask me. I just cleaned it. Also the kitchen sink. Then the driveway. Dad came home and they talked it over. Dad shrugged a lot. Mom shook her head plenty. I couldn't hear a word of what they were saying. After dinner, I cleared the table, loaded the dishes, emptied the garbage. Trust was everywhere. Finally, Mom sat me down and said, "All right." "Woohoo! Only I'm going to type in the number." "No, Mom, you can't. This is top secret. It's vital to the operation that I do it myself." "To the operation? Nolan, what are you up to?" "Mom, please, write it down on a piece of paper. I'll give it right back. You can burn it. I'll never use it again. Promise." She just frowned at me. "Have I ever done anything that you wouldn't want me to?" She was quiet a minute, then said, "We're not talking about recycling paper in the bathroom sink, right? Or microwaving the ice cream carton for 5 minutes to make a milkshake? Or luring an ant invasion outside with a trail of sugar water? No! We're talking big things? Right." She thought some more. "Well, no. But you are approaching puberty." "Mom, I'm in the 5th grade." Dad was in the room. He shrugged. Mom closed her eyes. Finally, she sighed and said, "This is the one and only time I'm going to go for this. You'd better not let me down, Nolan." "I won't, Mom. I promise I won't." Okay, then. Shredderman.com became mine that night. Well, Web Builder came flying through cyberspace seconds later. Complete the easy launch instructions. I had the tools. I had the site. Time to start building. But I'd barely had a chance to print out the instructions when Mom knocked on the door. I shut off the computer monitor. "Come in." "Honey, it's past bedtime." "But it's Friday." Her eyes narrowed. Her hands punched both sides of her waist. "Oops. Sorry," I said. "I'm going." I went, all right, but I couldn't sleep. All I could think about was being Shredderman. And besides, superheroes don't need sleep, right? So when Mom and Dad went to bed, I waited until I was sure they were asleep. Then I booted up and got building. By morning, my homepage had an awesome look, cool font, radical colors. Across the top was, "Welcome to Shredderman.com, where truth and justice prevail." Then a purple and gold Shredderman banner waved as a masked cartoon guy zoomed from one corner of the screen to the other. That was the hard part, but it was so cool. At 6:30, I heard the toilet flush. I saved quick, then shut down the computer, hid the instructions under my pillow, and hopped into bed. The next thing I knew, Mom was shaking me, saying, Nolan, it's nearly noon, honey. You've got to get up." "Noon? How could it be noon?" I sat up. Had I dreamt the whole thing? My hand shot under my pillow. Nuh-uh, the instructions were right there. "Are you all right?" She asked me. "You've got bags again." I couldn't sleep. She said. "Well, it's definitely time to get up. Your dad's gone into work for a few hours, and I want to get some groceries." She patted my leg. "Come on, honey." I dragged behind her in the store. I dragged some more, carrying in the groceries. But the instant she told me I could work on the computer, zingo, I woke right up. Time to shred. I spent Saturday night up all night again, and Sunday I was worthless. Again. Sunday night, I tried to forget about Shredder Man and get some sleep. I couldn't be worthless at school. I had time trials to ace, pictures of Bubba to take, lots more pictures of Bubba. My computer was shut down, but my brain wasn't. At 11:15, I finally gave in and snuck out of my bed. And by the time the toilet was flushing Monday morning, the site was really shaping up. I had a Bubba Jokes link that had stuff like, Why did the bully steal the trick-or-treater's candy bag? He wanted some bubba gum. And what do you call a bully fire? A barbecue. And why run from a bully? He's got the bubonic plague. I had a Bubba caught in the axe link, where I posted the picture of him dumping the trash can all over the ground. And my favorite, a link called Bubba's Big Butt. That's all it was, too. That picture I'd taken of Bubba's butt made me laugh every time I clicked the link. I also had a link that said, "What's big and fat and smells all over? Click here." That took you straight back to that same picture. It had been a great night. I shut down quick and got packed for school. Camera? Check. Memory card? Check. Recharged battery? Check. Remote control? Check. I even remembered to put my socks on first. I wasn't tired, I was wired. Wired and ready to shred.